My talk tomorrow is aimed at aspiring cyber leaders, people who are thinking about doing the master's course, for example, and it's aimed at just giving them 5 things that I feel are important for that leadership role. The first one is about making sure that you have the conversation with the business about what matters to them. The second one is, based on that, to make sure that the people who actually own the problem are the people managing the problem. Third one is to make sure that you are treating your people really well and that you are investing in them because of the arms race in terms of cyber and knowledge, but also it's a very competitive market out there, so make sure that you get the best people you possibly can, and if not, you make them. Finally, I want to talk a little about incidents and the value of an incident to creative thinking and to learning for the future. The key challenge for us is about recruitment and retention. So we've had quite a big investment in the Ministry of Defence in cyber, but it's very difficult to actually recruit, particularly regular civil servants, but we're also having a problem getting really good quality contractors as well. So it's a very competitive market. We believe it's a really great place to work. We've got a compelling vision and mission. So there's lots of really good things about working with us. You'll get access to lots of technology and some challenging problems that need solutions. But it is a competitive marketplace, so we need to be on our game. So the reason you should invest in this is because you can make your own cyber leaders if you give them the right opportunities. As I said, there aren't a lot of them around and the market's competitive. But actually what you're looking for is some sort of hybrid leader who's got multiple skills. They need to be really good leaders. They need to be able to manage, because actually it takes a lot of sticking at it to fix these problems. It's not just about the clever thinking. It's very much about clever thinking at first and setting objectives, but it's actually following through on them and making sure you can actually complete them. But it's also about being realistic. There's a lot of hype out there, and it's about making sure that what you're doing really meets your business objectives. So having that combination of a really good business, leadership, management, organisational behaviour, all of those really important things that you get from a standard management course, but layering in access to the technology, principles and things like that, I think is a really valuable combination. The first thing about it is organisations need to be able to focus on their objectives. Cyber issues are really capable of disrupting a business. They can in fact send it out of business, so it could be absolutely disastrous. And very often these businesses that fail are not aware that they're running these problems. They're running into these problems, and there is a little bit about knowing the business, being inside the business, and actually being able to manage them from that space. So I truly believe that investing in your own cadre of people is, there's a compelling business case for it, and it'll set organisations right for the future. There is a shortfall of cyber experts at the moment. There are quite a lot of people who say they know something about cyber, or know a lot about cyber, but actually that level where they can understand it and put it into a context that makes sense to the rest of the business, as well as those who are actually going to operate cyber services, is very rare. So you're looking for someone who can talk both languages, in fact 3, because you need to be able to talk to the business, you need to be able to convince boards. Your middle management must understand and have some transparency about why you're doing what you're doing and how it's fitting with their mission, why it's important to them. So you need to get those individuals on board, and they do speak a subtly different language to the senior leaders. And then you've got to get your technical folk on board as well, and make sure that those 3 groups are working well together. In fact, that's what a cyber leader is all about.